Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Balderman, and welcome to this edition of Community Business Spotlight. I'm here this morning with Stan Lucas of Old Second National Bank. Stan, thanks for being here today.
Mayor, I'm happy to be here.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. Tell us, what is your business now?
Well, we're in the banking business. We've been around for quite a long time. We define ourselves as community bankers. We like to take and be part of the communities that we are involved in. Currently, we have 30 banks, which is in the Chicago metropolitan area. Old Second Bank in New Lenox was probably better known as the Old Heritage Bank, located at Route 30 and Marley Road, 951 East Lincoln Highway. But very happy to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're glad. And you did talk about you're on Route 30. And any other locations for Old Second in the area?
The closest would be in Frankfort, which is right at Old St. Francis Road and LaGrange Road. We're also located in the Calistoga Plaza and Burcott's location. And we're also in Mokina in the Burcott's location. We call them our convenience centers.
So that's nice. So you've got a couple New Lenox locations, you've got one Frankfort, Mokina, so as people are traveling throughout the Lincoln Way area, they have easy access to your bank.
We try to make it as convenient as possible. You know, we truly love this area. I have had children that went to Lincoln Way East and Lincoln Way Central, and but this is just a great community and a great area to grow in. New Lenox has grown in leaps and bounds, just as like I look at it as somewhat of the tri-community or quad community with Manhattan, New Lenox, Frankfort, and Mokina. And we like to go into areas that are growing in that and areas that have a traditional sense of values, where good educational systems. But what is really unique about New Lenox is the transportation system. You're somewhat at the hub with Route 80, not far from 57, not far from 55. And with the addition of 355, we see a lot of growth in this area, not only residentially, but as far as business goes.
Absolutely. Now, beside the obvious, you talk about being a community bank. What other services do you provide to your customers?
Well, a lot of things that we like to do is go into the school systems, work with children in the area, and teach them the values of savings. We also do seminars with regards to investings. We do some informational seminars with regards to taxes and the new tax laws and how it's going to affect our clients, or just members of the community. When we do these types of events, we try to open it up to everybody within the community.
Now, are all your banks full-service banks?
Full-service banks, even our convenience centers in the Burcott's locations. We do a lot of consumer lending out of those. In our larger brick and mortar, let's say, with the drive-up facilities, those are the more what people would look at as a traditional banking system. So, but every one of our locations, we provide full-service banking. It's kind of unique. We provide trust services, we provide investment services. On my end, I look at overall commercial development, but we also do residential mortgages, home equity loans, and things of that nature.
Very good. Now, you are peppered throughout the Lincoln Way community, and of course our neighbors are, they're great villages, Mokina and Frankfort. But tell me, what do you like specifically about being here in New Lenox?
In New Lenox, one of the advantages that we have is great traffic patterns. For a business, it's truly unique in the sense of Route 30 is, I know it's going under a lot of construction, but at the widening of the roads, we gain a lot of visibility because of the traffic patterns that we see. And that's one of the reasons we knew that we needed to come into this area because of the growth. We knew, we looked at 355 coming down to Route 6 and eventually all going down to 80, which it has done. We think that's just going to make us and provide us greater visibility. Other than, even though we're proud to be in the other communities, we like New Lenox a great deal.
I'm a little partial to New Lenox myself.
And as well as I am.
Yeah, I'm hoping Jim Holland and Joe Werner don't say this, but I am. You've told us a lot about your bank and the services you provide. Is there anything else you'd like to add for our residents to hear?
I think the residents need to realize that, we're local bankers. We're from the communities that we service in. Whether it be in Frankfort, New Lenox, or Mokina, we are people that live in our communities. We are involved in the communities, whether it's the Lincoln Way High School Foundation Board, which we've served on. I served on that board for 10 years. Bob Kennedy is currently on it. It's great to be involved in the communities. We're not big downtown bankers. Whether it's somebody who requires just a small car loan, or whether it's somebody who needs a home equity loan, to somebody who's got a growing business, we have the ability to service all of those people.
Very good. Well, Stan, I appreciate you being here today. Certainly we appreciate the bank's commitment to the community here in New Lenox and our residents. So thank you very much.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mayor. It's great to be here.
Absolutely, thank you. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in today and watching this edition of Community Business Spotlight.